Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Just checking here to see if we are live tonight. I went live by accident this morning. I thought I was on my team Facebook page, and I was, but I was also live on the Stamp Camp Facebook page. So want to make sure that we are live on YouTube and on Facebook. And it looks on my end, everything looks to be okay. All right. I think we are streaming on YouTube as well. So tonight I have a card using my featured stamp set for this month, which is the Forever Blossoms bundle. So let me switch the camera. This is the card that we're going to be creating tonight, and I call it the mirror frame card because the silver foil has that mirrored appearance to it, and I love the framing here of the woven heirlooms dies and embossing folders. So let's get started on that. So my card base is the black, so that is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to fold that in half. The stamp set this month again is the Forever Blossoms. That's my featured stamp set for this month. I've been doing all different cards and things with it this month, as well as the paper scraps class uses it this month. I apologize for the lighting. It just, I don't know, to me it seems dark. We were kind of monkeying or playing around with the cameras, trying to get them out of my face. And the lighting, for some reason, kind of got wonky when we did that. So I have a piece of Whisper White that we're going to attach to the front. Looks like I got some goobers of some sort that were on my desk. So that's going to go there. Now the vellum that I'm using is free during celebration. This is the So Very Versatile vellum. And there are 3 different colors in the pack. So with a minimum $50 order before shipping and tax, you're going to get, you can choose this pack. You have the purple posy, which I'm using tonight, the green, which is probably, I want to guess, mint macaron, and then the pool party. Gorgeous vellum. You can see it's polka dotted. It's got texture to it. Really pretty. So that is our vellum that we're going to put over the top here like that. I took the woven heirlooms. You get, this is a bundle. You get the 2 dies and then the embossing folder. So you can do a rectangle or an oval. I did the oval. What you do is first you're going to cut out your oval, and then you're going to place it inside the embossing folder and run it through your die cutting machine, and you get that gorgeous, gorgeous frame or mirrored frame. Now I'm going to do things a little bit differently tonight. I think I'm actually going to put my center back down in there so it is more like a mirrored frame. And then we will put our sentiment on there like that. I think I'm going to leave off the sentiment. We'll just do the mirror behind it. Just a little something different we're going to try. Like to try different things. So before we attach all that, let's color in our Forever Blossoms. Now I stamped it on the thick Whisper White because I'm going to be coloring it with the blends. I like to use the thick as it will tend to bleed through to the back side. and I just like to use the thicker with the blends. And then I die cut it out with the coordinating die. So let's start. We're using the Granny Apple Green. This is the light. We're going to color that in all our leaves. So thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate that. If you've been cooped up or quarantined at home like we are, it's kind of nice to take a break and kind of watch somebody stamp, or you can stamp right along with me. The choice is yours. Let's see. Can you show us how to use that die? I sure can. This is the darker Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to come in with a little bit of dark shading on there. And then just blend it in with the lighter again. And I'm going to take the dark finer point and then I come down the stems. Kind of draw those stems in there. I just like that, the look of that. Just like that. Now we're going to come in with the light purple posy. The reason why I went with the purple posy was because that is our vellum, is the purple posy vellum. I think this is the first time I use my purple posy blends. And we're just going to color in. I like using the blends because you can color very quick with the blends. And if you go outside of the lines, don't worry, there's the lifter. It is a clear, it's called the, I think it's called the color lifter. Yep, color lifter. And then you can just go, if you go out of the lines a little bit, you can come in here and that will lift that color out of there, wherever you didn't want it. So I'm going to come in with the darker now, and we're going to just highlight the colors in here. Kind of just wherever. And then we'll come back in with the lighter and just blend those all together nicely. So pretty. And remember, when it dries, it will dry up lighter. So I'm just kind of blending those colors together, just so that it doesn't look like I have stark lines. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to just set that aside a bit. And now I'm going to show you how we are going to get this nice purple posy, gorgeous silver edged ribbon. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually like tie my bow so I know how much ribbon I need. I'm not going to do it real tight, but that should work. Be plenty of ribbon right there. And then I'm going to take the darkest purple posy and I'm just going to, not the tip, but the side of it, rub that down my ribbon. And what's nice about the blends is just like the paper, how it bleeds through, it does that to the ribbon as well. So I really only have to do one side. You can flip it over if you like, but I've been finding that it goes through the back side just as well as on the front. and saves you having to ink that other side. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my, I wish my lighting was better because it is so pretty. If you want to, you can go over, but I didn't find it very necessarily to do that. But that's the ribbon. We're going to just set that aside. While that's set aside, I will show you the stamp set. This is the Forever Blossoms. This is the one I used, and this is the framelit that I used to die cut it out. So let me grab a piece of white, and we're going to take our Memento black. When you use your blends, you want to use the Memento ink. Your blends are an alcohol based, so that's why the Memento ink is what you want to use with that. So we're going to stamp that. So you can do this a couple ways. You can stamp it and then die cut it. You can stamp it color and then die cut it out. The choice is yours, but then you're going to line that up there like that. I have on my table some sticky notes. And these are actually full-size sticky notes, meaning the whole sheet is sticky. I will line up the top part first, and then I will bring it down to the bottom and line it up down there as well. And then I will place it into my die cutting machine and run that through. So does that, I know you were asking, can show how to use that die. That's how you use that die, and then you were going to run it through your die cutting machine. It would be just like that. Any more questions on how that's run? But that's how that is, and then it comes out like I had it die cut, and then you can just color that. So now that that's done, we can assemble this. Now because it's vellum, vellum will show your adhesive. So we're going to put everything on here before we put it on our card. So what I'm going to do is flip this over and take some dimensionals. And we're going to put some dimensionals on the back side of this. Now to do my card here, when I stamped my little strip, I cut it and I mounted it right on the back side towards the bottom, just like that. But I'm going to leave that sentiment off. That way, if I want, this can be a birthday card. It can be a Mother's Day card. It can be this is more of a wedding, I would say, or an anniversary. So I'm going to just leave off the sentiment, and then I can have it for any occasion that I want. I'm going to pop that up. Can you show us how to use the ovals? Okay, I get ya. I'll show you how to do that. Meaning this piece right here that I'm doing. I can do that. Okay, so now I want to center that on the sides and top and bottom. It's stuck to my finger. Just like that. And then to make it more of a mirror or mirror framed, it looks like a mirror, right? Because you can actually, when you take a picture, it's very hard to take a picture because it will reflect everything. So, I mean, you could use it as a mirror. And I'm not going to pop the center up. I'm going to leave it down. And I'm going to place that down inside there. I had glue on my fingers. Just like that. And now, when I attach this to my card, I'm going to attach it wherever there's, you know, paper showing, so you're not going to see my adhesive that I used. So on my card, because I have vellum in here, I did my adhesive on the frame part on the back side. So we're going to attach this like so. Beautiful. We're going to lay this on here just like that. So all I want to pop up is this little flower here, this tiny leaf and flower right here, and there we go. Now we're going to tie our bow with our ribbon that we colored. I don't know. Do you like the mirrored in the middle or without? I'm kind of, I don't know. I guess I could still tuck a sentiment in there later. I think the pearls is what really makes it. It just ties everything together. There we go. I think we're going to put that right there. Get my glue. We're going to stick that right there. I'll just hold that for a second. See about cutting this. Where is my pearls? I love my pearls. Gotta have my bling. Put those on. Use my U-pick tool. Makes it very quick and easy. And maybe I'll put some pearls on my mirror. Cute. So pretty. That ribbon colored is just gorgeous. All right, so how did I do the framing part? I'm going to set those aside. So I have the oval and the rectangle. So I'm going to take the oval. I'm going to grab some more of my silver foil. Move this stuff out of my way. All right, so my oval ends up being just about 4. So we're going to cut this to 4. I know I'm plenty long enough, but that would be 5 would be good. Let me grab my big shot. Okay, so I gotta have my cutting plate on there. I'm gonna take the foil, I'm gonna put my oval over the top, put my plate on top, and then we're gonna run that through. And that's gonna cut our oval. So now we have our oval that we're gonna create our mirror. This you can keep, you can layer over the top of it, you can put it back in like I did on tonight's card. This you could use as a mat underneath, but it is tight here. But if your mat was small enough, you could do that. So now we're going to emboss it. So I need my other plate. And I need my folder. Where did my embossing folder go? Here it is. Okay, so we have the embossing folder now. You're going to put the foil side down towards the Stampin' Up! Logo side. So it's going to go like that. And then I close it and make sure that it's centered. It looks good all the way around on there. I might have to come down just a smidgen. That looks good. I'm going to put the folded side or the hinged side with the blue plate. It's a new plate that Stampin' Up! Sells. On top. And there we have our gorgeous mirror frame. I call it a mirror frame because of the foiling. Now you can do that with the gold foil. You can do it with any color foiling. We do have different foils that we sell, but I think that is just gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. So again, that is tonight's card. It is featuring the Forever Blossoms bundle. Right there you have it. And now I'll have to do another one. Maybe I'll do it with the pool party vellum. I think that would be very pretty as well. So that is it for tonight. Any more questions? I love my bling. I love my pearls. It does. It turns out beautiful. Love it. Now, anybody on... Okay, my Facebook went down. So, any questions? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this, learned a little trick, tip or two. And that is it for tonight. If you need any of the supplies, please go to my blog, www.thestampcamp.com. This is the hostess code for this month. Any questions, you can email me, glenda@thestampcamp.com. That's it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.